Hi, I'm Diksha. I'm here to show you a yoga session designed specially for depression. Yoga modulates our body's capability to respond to stress and anxiety. It reduces heart rate, lowers blood pressure, and regulates respiration, therefore helps in bringing down stress and anxiety. It also increases our body's pain tolerance. It calms our mind and increases the supply of oxygen to the brain, making you feel better. Before you go ahead, make sure you first watch our video on warm-up yoga. Once you finish that is when you move on to these asanas. So let's begin and do this together. We begin with Vrikshasana or the tree pose. Balancing on one leg calms the racing mind and makes you meditative. It forces you to be in the present moment, because if the mind starts to wander, you would fall over. So let's start with keeping your feet closer, outside edges of your feet parallel to each other, and then pressing your left foot into the ground, lifting your right foot off the ground and placing the sole of the foot on the inner thigh. Once you feel stable enough, join your palms in prayer close to chest. Stay stable, stay focused. And once you feel a bit more stable, you can raise your hands. Keep them parallel to each other. Also, you don't want to lean too much on the left thigh. You want to lift up from the core and still keep the balance. Stay for as long as you can hold the pose, minimum 5 to 7 breaths. And slowly exhale and release. Shake your left knee. Move on to the right leg. Press the right foot into the ground and the same thing with the left. Left foot goes on the inner thigh. Palms to chest. I'm trying to focus, keep myself calm. Still breathing softly. And then raising your hand. 5 to 7 breaths. And release. Slowly come down. And shake your knee up. Let's move on to Prismatic Padottanasana, one of the best poses to oxygenate your brain, calm your mind, and relieve you of fatigue. So you split your legs 4 feet apart, outside edges of your feet parallel to each other and heels in the same line. Pull the knee back, so you don't want to bend the knee. Pull them into your quads, palms on your waist. Inhale, and as you exhale, you go down with a straight spine. Stretch your spine as far forward as it can go and then go down. See if you can drop your fingertips down on the ground. Initially, if you can't touch the fingers to the ground, keep your palms on your waist. Keep your head relaxed in line with your spine. And then in a few weeks, if you can touch the fingers to the ground, come here. Some of you might just get deeper here. They can just press the whole palm into the ground. Stretch deeper into the pose. Remember to not curve the spine throughout. Keep it as straight as it can be. And because I can afford to get a bit deeper, I can show you a little bit deep into the pose. Remember to keep the outside edges of your feet pressed. Grounded well, breathing well. And I'm just going to relax my head here. Palms in line with the feet, if possible. then slowly coming up. Inhale here first. Palms back on the waist. Inhale and lift up. Exhale, draw your feet closer and shake them out. We move on to bound angle pose or the Baddha Konasana. This pose is a great restorative to calm your mind and slow your mental activity. So you sit down on your hips and then bring the soles of your feet together. Remember to not keep the feet too close to the thighs. You want to keep some space between the thighs and the feet. Soles of your feet gently touching each other. And then start to bend forward, lean forward, dropping your head and the spine, keeping your spine as straight as you can, and dropping your palms and elbows if possible. So there's also an option to use a bolster here. Use a bolster and keep it on your feet, and then drop your torso down here, relaxing yourself, relaxing your arms, and closing your eyes. Notice the stretch in the inner thighs and the lower back and the hips. Slight stretch. Let the mind calm down. Heart rate slow down. Facial muscles are soft. A few more seconds. And then slowly walk your palms back and come up. You can stay in this pose for 5 to 10 minutes if you like. Let's move on to Vipreet Carney. I would need the bolster again for this one. And then I turn around. Lift my lower back and press my lower back on the bolster and drop down. Lift the legs up and relax my shoulders and arms by the sides. Unlock the knees and stay. You can always use support here if you like. Using support of a wall, for example. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Staying here for 5 minutes again should be good. Minimum 1 minute. Maximum 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Also, meanwhile, you want to make sure you're relaxed. Shoulders are soft. Lower back is calm and rested. Facial muscles soft and relaxed again. Softly breathing through the nose. And notice how all the blood is now rushing towards your torso and the upper body. And then slowly bend your knees. Hug them to the chest. And prepare for Shavasana. Drop your feet down. Push your bolster towards your knees and rest them on the pillow. Palms by the sides. Drop your shoulders. Spread your feet and relax. Take a few deep breaths first. Inhale and expand your chest, expand your rib cage and lungs and the belly together. Slowly bend your knees, hug them to the chest, and then rolling over to the right side. And coming up. Practice this session on an empty stomach every morning. It should take you about 30 minutes, including the warm-up. Take care.